Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC wildcard round on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on Cam Newton and the San Francisco 49ers.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the Tims, well, they're...
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC wildcard round on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers versus Cam Newton and the San Francisco 49ers.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the Tims, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
Let's face it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They fake the give. Newton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Second down and 15 yards to go.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself for that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Pushing through the contact. Burst by him near the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And high fives all around that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. When you want to talk about catching the defense off guard, opening drive fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing on third down, Newton.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough fun.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
For a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's St. Brown on the jet sweep. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Kirk now, the return man. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he's going to have the Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Equinemius St. Brown. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, Dillon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and
throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Packers 0.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Dillon.
A.J. Dillon, ball carrier.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Rodgers leaves to Dillon on the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And man, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
Now they try the right side here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how insane is the quarterback in the center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he powers his way up past the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rodgers will try again on second down. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They give to Dillon out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 34.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Take over first.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, a tackle that time by a count of Witherspoon.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run now with Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Newton. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route. The timing on this one, lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First down, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. For the red zone now, Newton. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Can't do that.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Smith trying to run for it. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, it feels good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers again now.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A.J. Dillon. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Dillon.
Holding offense.
What was that, Russ?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's complete to Smith. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Aaron Rodgers sacked by Javon Kinlaw.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
And he's able to get it out of there.
Deebo Samuel on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
A 1st down carry for Smith.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Kinlaw. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
To throw is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The Niners set to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Back to throw, Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Cam Newton and his offense down by 1. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let him hear it here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incomplete, come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.